Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, I still haven't decided what this video is going to be, but it's going to start up with tidying up the workshop, and then it's either going to be sorting out the teleporter or bringing in the 1200. I don't know, we'll see how we get on. But before we go too much further, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you can notify my videos every Tuesday, sometimes March, maybe we get back Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. And hit the like button, helps beat the YouTube algorithm and push on the videos. So anyways, what we're going to do now, stick the camera on time lapse, and we're going to sort out the workshop, get all tidied up. It's also quite wet and windy outside, and that's why I am in the workshop. It's still daylight, because there's not much else you can do on a day like today. Not a great day, but anyways, we get stuck into it.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get.
So we're here now with Joseph from Midwest Electrical. He's after dropping down a heap of tools for Father Phil for his new workbench. So what hall did you drop him down? So I was in the farm while you were putting it all down. So
everything there now, really, from your drill bits that are step bits, imperial spanner sets, to there's metric Allen heads that go onto your sockets, impact sets, 1/4-inch socket sets, more spanner sets, full size of imperials, because you're going after 1200 and an awful lot more vintage. I said I better give you a lot of imperials, massive set of ratchet spanner sets. Oh, there's everything in that, and breaker bars, pry bars, there's another lovely pry bar down there. Imperial and metric Allen keys, probably the best set of screwdrivers that you'll ever come across. Nice light, because I seen you are always going on with your head torches and everything, so I said I better get you a nice light. He told me to bring up a few odd tools, so I did. This would be a fairly odd one, he never seen one in his life. It goes onto your 1/2-inch impact gun. Yeah. It turns your 1/2-inch into a hex head for driving your tick screws.
Alright.
So, because you don't have a screw gun, I seen that in the video.
No.
Said,
yeah.
Like, there's everything that I can think of off the top of my head that I could put in the back of the Jeep that he wanted, like.
So you have an online store.
I have, yeah.
There'll be a link in the description below, and
Midwest Electrical.
you can check out all the tools that we got here and all the tools you have on. And
welders, generators, compressors, lights, socket sets, there's everything. Now, but if there's something you don't see on the website that you're looking for, ring the shop and we'll most likely put it online for you.
Anyways, big thanks to Joseph from Midwest Electrical for the tools. And now we have to finish up the workbench, as Father Phil says. Now do we know what we have and where we need to put it all. Father Phil, we're just after lining out her sheet here and drilling all the holes. It looked nice now when we put up and pebbled on it, but we have to cut, Father Phil has to cut 13 inches off the bottom of it so we can get that sheet to stand up underneath here, because it's going to go underneath the stairs there slightly. So he's trying to get that going. Big thanks to Joseph and Midwest Electrical for the tools. It's a massive haul of tools.
We did buy them.
Bought them, but we got a discounted purchase. Yes. So anyways, we get this chainsaw going, cut the arse off this so we get that sheet stood up, and it's kind of half in the middle of tidying up the workshop. But yeah, shed is empty. Not for long, hopefully we get to 1200 in, but anyways, we keep motoring away at it. When the chainsaw don't work, go back to the hand power tools. Levels, is that right in front of you? Yeah.
One or two in the very bottom.
That has some wall of spanners now.
Oh, I cut the fingers off whoever doesn't put them back.
So we still have a whole heap of other tools, but I think when we get the backing board and that, they'll just be put in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you leaving the boards like that, up and down?
Well, no, they're very level now. I don't want everything.
Yeah, but I mean like that and that.
How do you mean?
Well, that's just going to gather crap,
Well,
isn't it?
it's for stuff. Like, if you were tidy, all the socket boxes could be all left in there.
Yeah.
Like that. That's not cluttering up your shelves. That's actually where I put them now. I think that's a nice spot for it. Couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. Aye, in succession, one after another. Or you could do that there either. Just all go bang, bang, bang. Or the whole way.
Oh, well, on fairly well. A bit more ink on this end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, how's about that? I know, go on, all the Phillips screwdrivers first now.
And so, this video has taken a turn for the most interesting way, even though it's not exactly the best way to go, but
Interesting for who?
interesting for the viewers. So, this video started off, we were tidying up the workshop. We put up the bench. It's actually, I've combined two videos into one because you cannot not look at that. It just, yeah, it looks cool. But anyways, while I was, me and Victor were finishing up the workshop, I was bringing last of the rubbish away. The teleporter decided it wasn't going to drive anymore.
Lucky enough it was here when it was done.
Yeah, so it's literally just outside the workshop door, so it wasn't too bad. Now, I thought it was the hub that was gone because this wheel locked. You think it's the brake that's gone?
Maybe the brake is broken, stuck it.
Because
Or it's the bearing.
it's the bearing.
Always cover yourself.
Yeah, but the bearing, if the bearing was gone, you said the wheel should be loose.
Should be falling off.
Yeah, and it's not.
Well, not yet.
So what we have to do now is take the wheel off, start ripping it, and see what it is. But the teleporter wants to come into the shed anyways to get new brakes in and get serviced and a couple of things done. And I think the teleporter decided to tell us, well, it wasn't going to wait any longer.
Or maybe it's like an old workshop we had when I was a young fella.
Oh,
You could never leave it empty.
never leave it empty.
No. If you left it empty, there was always something that would break and have to come into it. Believe me, it was that bad we used to park something in it. And we would always keep stuff to keep going. But as soon as it got empty, something would break and you'd be straight in to fix it. And
So-
this has only been empty 24 hours.
Literally, I took the 6290 out of it yesterday or the day before. But anyways, so this video is now going to be fixing the teleporter, put new brakes on. Yeah, we get stuck into it anyways. Also, I'm now filming on a GoPro Hero 10 as I've bought another camera because I have 3 cameras now, so you can probably tell what I'm thinking of doing in the future when we've time.
3 times the bigger pest.
3 cameras. Anyways, we'll put this down and we'll get started into fixing it.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the roof all by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So I don't.
So, that's it off. What's gone?
Oh, it's actually the bearing in that planetary gear is gone anyway.
The bearing in the planetary gear.
Gear is gone.
Right. You can see that lovely soup in that. That's very loose.
Actually, it's not gone.
It's going.
It's going. What's this to say? Going, gone?
So it's a bit like the wheel bearing in the 6290. It was going, not gone. It was the planetary.
She's damaged done.
Oh,
Nothing massive.
so that all has to be replaced.
Let's see, can we get a second that one? Damage done.
Yeah, so the bearing in the planetary gear went, and then the bits of the bearing went down and has damaged that. What's that?
That's was part of your
That's
your
part of the
reduction
planet,
hub.
or the reduction hub. can see it all sticking to the end of the screwdriver. That one there is cracked. There. Oh, no, it's not. It sits so a bit of the metal filings. Get a rag and clean it.
Yeah, she's stuck there. I guess she's busted. Yeah, probably not going to ripping any further till we see what. So we're only wasting our time if we can get the whole lump.
So the whole hub,
Pop it on.
everything from the wheel bearing back.
Everything there, pop these out.
Yeah.
That wheel bearing didn't cost, well, didn't help that.
No, but it was that planetary gear bearing going.
Yeah,
Is what done that.
that's done that, but the wheel bearing is wore.
There's a chip off that.
The chips off, that's it.
There's no chips off the centre shaft, no.
No, seems to be alright. Seems to have escaped alright. A little bit there, but I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, big circuit players. There were big circuit players there.
Yeah, we should have. It's not there. It's over here, isn't it? How big? Straight or twisted? Presume straight.
Well, a bigger one than that.
No.
I think I have a bigger one than that. Months ago now. I'm going to see levels of wear in here. It's just unimaginable.
So that's the brake now.
This is the first of the wear plates.
Damage there is keeping the hinges up.
That's it. Normally comes out a lot easier than that.
Doesn't seem too bad, does it?
I've seen worse. Not much left of that.
No.
Wow, the worst ever, I think.
There's a lot of parts to the brakes in them.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, just it's that filings from the brake
Yeah.
destroys the bearings. That's why the bearings went into
Yeah.
hole. And once they go to that stage, that's what happens. That's what destroys the back end of a tractor.
Yeah.
That metallic filings. Oh,
Gets into all the bearings.
it's the
And,
same as grinding paste.
yeah.
Let the brake cleaner there. We'll give that have spray it.
I think there's a bit in this. Yeah.
No, you're gonna get me an extension. Tommy bar.
Will you be able to turn them with the Tommy bar?
I should be, yeah. So you're going to keep your note. I think one.
Doesn't feel right.
It's open.
I know, but it feels like it's stand back a bit then you get my foot.
That's it, what? We just need to crack them with that.
Take the drum out. Let's just see if I'm moving into it.
That's it.
Pray bar.
Just trying to think and I remember how it opened.
It seems like there's a collar on it, is there not?
There is.
Going back, so it.
Funny feeling that can be turned. Yeah, well, give me a 13 there, we'll go to the next row. Small gun.
Small gun.
These are 14, 15.
Yep.
50.
Everybody listen to Joe on Thursday and we're deciding to get their bonus in here and see what this mortgage crack is all about. But is there anything really that is coming up in mortgage world other than I suppose the wait time and that kind of period of time that's really waiting? Other than that, what else can we expect?
It's the pistons for the brakes, is that?
Yeah.
So, there is not much more we can do with the hub as we have to see can we get the second-hand bits. But one of the other jobs that has to be done with the telly is the glass here. Now, Father Phil just washed the bare minimum at the house. I suppose he didn't want to knock off all the dirt at the house. So I'm just going to sweep this off with the brush. But the glass is leaking, so I have to take the glass off, get it dried up and sanded up, and then new adhesive, stick it back in just to stop it leaking. So anyways, we get to it. That did not take much to get that off. So, we'll bring the window out, get it washed and cleaned up. Also, I get all that old adhesive off that so we can get new adhesive on, stick this on. Just there wasn't much keeping any of this on. Just tidy this up now.
Stay out to the morning light, 'cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we're feeling right now. So Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we're feeling.
So that is that sanded back a bit. Battery's gone dead, so I'll have to go back to that. But I have to let it dry too before I can put any adhesive on it. Anyways, I have to wash the window. What other jobs has to be done is the exhaust has a wee issue with it. The studs holding it on there are wrong. I think Father Phil is on for completely changing the exhaust on it because it's very rigid, and we've put quite a few exhausts on this. Quite a few. I think this could be the 4th or 5th exhaust to go on this teleporter. You can see where before it has done a bit of damage, but yeah, so that has to be taken off. So just 2 bolts there to take it off, but it's not great now. So it just all has to come off, but has the studs all wrung off that holds on at the manifold there. They have to come off. We have a seal kit that has to go into the Aho locking pins up there. Brakes, change the oil. Other thing that has to be done too is put in a new radio. So I have a radio I bought off Aho Sparky, so we see how that goes. But where the radio is, it is in a woeful bad spot for getting kicked going in and out. There's speakers in it. I put a radio in that in 2015 and it lasted 2 weeks and it broke. I don't know how or what or why it broke, but the radio itself broke because we maybe 6 months after we tried putting it in another tractor, didn't work. So the radio was wrong. So hopefully all my wiring is still good from that. And I do have the aerial. The aerial I just have to put back in there. It was on it. But anyways, that's just get that done next. But I don't know, tackle that or tackle that. I think I'll tackle that and have it off for Father Phil while he's having his tea. Just the exhaust off. Hopefully there isn't any cracks on it yet. Hopefully. So you can see here 3 studs are wrung off the exhaust and there's actually a piece gone out of that one there. Not over nice. But hopefully now getting the vice grips at them, clamping them on it should get them to unwind. But yeah, it's not good. Also, if you're wondering why is the engine green, because the teleporter used to be green. You can see the green flecks of paint throughout it. That's because this teleporter was one that was bought by a construction firm or a hire firm, and their livery was green, so they had all their machines painted green. And this was one of 5 teleporters bought in the one day. It was all painted green. The man we bought it off brush painted it yellow, and that's kind of why it looks a bit weird now. So a lot of the yellow paint is starting to come off it. Anyways, that's why the engine is green. It's the one thing that wasn't painted afterward. Anyways, tackle these yokes. So, just going through the radio here is the new radio, and it has a short one, so it should actually fit in there really well. I have lots of space, so I am hoping I might be able to shove it right in past that if I can. It'd actually leave it then that I wouldn't get caught getting in and out. So I'm hoping I just have to plug them into this and that into that, and I should be good, because as I said, I had a radio in this. So this is the power one, this is the speakers, and this goes into this. The one thing I don't have there is the aerial, but if I turn on my ignition, I think I should have power. Where's the on button? No power. Just check the engine, check my fuses, and see maybe there's a fuse gone for the radio. No, not on mine. So it is the next day. You've got all the bits you needed?
Yeah, I think we were very successful this morning, yeah.
And all new, not even second hand?
All brand new, local supplier JCB man.
So, happy days.
Had them on the shelf. Brilliant. Makes all the difference when you want to get your thing going again.
that's the new.
We start the next pile.
Yeah,
here.
start the next pile of rubbish there. Have to be tidied up again after this ripping. Anyways.
It's not really broke. It's not actually broke, but
It's
not.
just damaged.
It's well damaged now.
Yeah. So it's that new outer
Outer ring. And you got all your new bearings and new planetary gear and Yeah,
whatnot to go
everything
with.
went to that reduction hub new.
New.
Yeah.
And wasn't too expensive either. Wasn't as bad as what you were expecting.
Oh, it was not a meal, no.
So anyways, it's time for me to go in and do the feeding, the diet feeding. And obviously not using the teleporter, so I'm going to go diet feeding on the Massey 50 during storm Eunice. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I have to get myself a waterproof jacket. But yeah, it's going to be fun. And you probably ask why are we not using the 64A to do the diet feeding loader tractor? Well, that's because the 64A is broke.
Injector pump fell off.
Yeah, injector pump fell off. Just casually saying it like it's not that big a deal. So yeah, that's a problem.
The workshop back. Go in here after the 1200 and put a whole new table cover on it.
Yeah. So that's another job has to be done. That's why the 63 is where it is, because it gave up on us when we were sowing the last of the winter wheat, the last of the winter crops. On the way home, the injector pump fell off and she just quit running. So yeah, that's the story and a video for another day. But anyways, I'm going to leave Father Phil to it and I'm going to go get feeding. Do you need me for anything? No.
Just give me a hand to get off that hub, that's all.
Right.
I just can't remember what way it came off.
So that is the wheel back on. So that's what went wrong.
Yeah, the bearing's broken, the planetary gears. Mind your fingers with that now.
Yeah.
Absolutely reefed.
I put new wheel bearing and
Well,
New-
when we were in there, then we done the wheel bearing.
wheel bearing, brakes.
Oh, the brake.
The whole
discs,
lot.
The whole lot. New seals, washers, new oil, everything. Perfect job now. One done, 3 more to do.
Yes.
We'll do them all now. She damaged the
Dower ring.
outer ring. Oh, damaged here.
Yeah. So my battery died there now. Teleport's driving again, so I brought it in. I done a few jobs, brought back out so we can get the rest of the work done. So now this hub is finished, brakes, all's done. So 3 more to go. I actually think he said he might put all new bearings in the planetary gears, as he was told it was something that goes in them. So might be no harm. Preventative rather than yeah, preventative would be better. Also, they were taking out the studs. I couldn't get them out last night and one of them broke off on the bottom and cannot get a drill ahead, so the whole manifold's going to have to come off to get that done. So yeah, there's still a nice little bit of work to be done with her, but I'm going to have to leave it at that for today's video. So you got to see the new tool bench. Yeah, all the tools now on the bench. It just does really look very, very, very nice. Very nice. So anyways, yeah, we'll get the teleport finished hopefully by the middle of next week. As with the weather the way it is, there's going to be no slurry done for quite some time now, no field work. So we're going to have, Father Phil definitely have a lot of time to spend in here while me and Liv try and keep on top of all the cattle work and getting calves and maybe try and get something done in the farm maybe, or I don't know, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, there'll be lots of time spent to get this done. And the 1200, which I've started filming the bit that's been done on it, it is now waiting patiently at the front of the house to come in. You can just about see it there. So yeah, the 1200 is lining up to come in. We just took it off the lawn there, I got it started. So that'll be a video when this gets out of the shed and we can get the 1200 in and we can get cracking at it. Anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I know you didn't get to see much of the wheel putting it back, but hopefully you get to see more in the next video. I'll do another video finishing up the teleport, what has to be done, and hopefully you get to see more of that. Anyways, that is it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Thursday and Sunday. Maybe we'll get back to the Tuesday video. I keep saying that every video just to try and motivate myself to try and keep to it. But anyways, we'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, that's it from me. Good luck.